Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to S25. Today we are going to talk about our next planet, that is Moon. And we have so far discussed till Sun, and we have seen that what are the various career options or excuse me, professions which are represented by Sun. And you all know that we are going through the series based on career, a full-fledged series which has 4 parts to it. In the first part we have seen the career through zodiac signs. In this second part we are seeing the career through planets. In the next part we will see the career through houses, and in the last part we will talk about the career through nakshatras. So today we are going to talk about Moon, and we have seen Sun till now. If you have not watched the previous videos, please do watch them, and they will help you to find out your career accurately from your horoscope. So before proceeding and learning that what are the various career options which come under Moon, we should learn first that how from your horoscope you can find out that is Moon that planet which is governing your career or profession in your horoscope or not, which is very much responsible for your career growth or not. So how to find out that planet we should learn first. We will talk about 2 charts, and through these 2 charts you will be able to find out that planet which is very important for your career or for your profession. So the first chart is your Lagna chart or main birth chart. You all know what is your main birth chart is, how your horoscope looks like. That is the main birth chart or the Lagna chart. It's the same thing. And the next is your divisional chart, the D10 chart or Dashmansha chart. The D10 chart or Dashmansha chart is the detailed version of the 10th house of your main birth chart. When you look at your 10th house of the main birth chart in deep detail, then a new chart, a complete new chart is made for that 10th house only, which is known as D10 or Dashmansha chart. And this divisional chart is extremely responsible for your career, for the determination of your career, for your professional success. So from these 2 charts we will find out that planet. So I am going to tell you now some conditions. You just see them in your these 2 charts and apply them, and you will be able to find out that planet. This method is applicable to each and every planet, but here I am talking about in context to Moon, so I am going to tell you about Moon only. Okay, so how you have to see that? Let's see. Just keep your 100% focus on your main birth chart, not on your D10 right now. Keep your 100% focus on your main birth chart or Lagna chart. Keep your D10 chart aside. Just see the things which I am going to tell you now. Just see these things in your main birth chart and you will be able to find out that planet. Just see that if the lord of the 10th house in your main birth chart is Moon or not. If Moon is the lord of the 10th house in your main birth chart, then Moon plays an important role. If the Moon is sitting in your 10th house of your main birth chart, then Moon plays an important role. If Moon is completely if Moon is completely aspecting the 10th house, then Moon plays an important role. Okay, by complete aspect I mean that Moon is the only planet which is aspecting the 10th house. There is no other planet which is aspecting the 10th house, and no other planet which is sitting in the 10th house. Okay, so if Moon is completely aspecting, then Moon plays an important role. Now just come to your D10 chart. Keep your main birth chart aside. These 3 conditions we applied in main birth chart. Now the further conditions you have to apply in D10 chart. Just keep your 100% focus now on your D10 or Dashmansha chart and apply these conditions which I am going to tell you. Just see if the lord of the first house of your D10 chart or the lord of the 10th house of your D10 chart is moon, either of them. If moon is the lord of if moon is either the lord of the first house or the lord of the 10th house of your D10 chart, then moon plays an important role. And if moon is sitting in the first house of your D10 chart, then moon plays an important role. Okay, I am not telling you further deep details of conjunctions and further aspects because it will confuse you, and there is a greater chance that you will not be able to find out your accurate career. That's why keep the things simple and you will get the things easily. The more you go into the detail, the more your task becomes cumbersome. That's why. So keep your focus on the basic level and you will get the things what you want. So apply just these conditions. Now if you are arriving to more than one planetary conclusion, I mean that if when you after applying these conditions there are more than one number of planets coming as a result, then you take that planet which is coming maximum number of times. For example, if your moon is coming 2 times out of 5 conditions are there, so if moon is coming 2 times, one time Saturn is coming, one time Mercury is coming and one time Venus is coming, then take moon into consideration, not other planets. This is what I mean. And again I would like to say that never ever judge your career solely or through the individual level of the planet, zodiac sign, house or nakshatra. You have to combine the results from all 4 of these things, from the zodiac sign, from the planet, from the nakshatra as well as the houses, and then you will come to a common profession shown by all of these 4 things. Then you will be able to judge that what is the best suited profession for me. Otherwise you will most of the time come to a wrong profession. That's why, because each and every planet sits in a particular zodiac sign, in a particular house, in a particular nakshatra. So when you will combine all 4 results, then you will get the accurate prediction about your career. That's why I am telling you this. Okay, so now let's discuss that what are the professions which come under moon. So moon is a watery planet first of all, and its ruler and it is the ruler of Cancer zodiac sign. So it represents all sorts of professions which are related to water, all water related works, no matter what, whether it is any sort of work which is related to water, either it is on field, means either it is directly related to water or indirectly related to water. So all professions which are related to water, all water related works come under moon. Then shipping comes under moon. All sorts of merchants, especially merchant navy, who are people working as in merchant navy, comes under moon. Then all sorts of water sports, they are related to moon, they come under moon. Then all pearl merchants, because pearl is a gemstone which is found under the sea, that's why it is represented by moon. So all pearl merchants are seen through moon. Then moon is a planet which shows food and beverages. Any sort of profession which is related to food or beverages is represented by moon. It is ruled and controlled by moon. So all sorts of sales, whether it is food production or sales of food items, both come under moon. Okay, so food and beverages, the cooking is like cooking, the chefs who are very very well renowned chefs, they are represented by moon because moon represents cooking. And especially if Mars is with moon, and especially in the 2nd house or 4th house, then it shows that person can be a great chef, but we have to see further combinations also. So These things comes under moon. Hotels, restaurants, fast food joints, any sorts of street food, they come under moon. Then any sort of beverages, whether they are alcoholic or non-alcoholic, their production, their manufacturing, their sale, they are represented by moon. They then your bakers, especially bakers are represented by moon. And if bakers, for bakers you have to see the influence of Mars also, because Mars is mainly for baking, that's why. Then seafood comes under moon. Sale of seafood or production of seafood, that comes under moon. Moon also represents your travel. Moon represents your travel agencies, navigation, or tourism business or anything, they come under moon. Then what is moon? Moon is your mother. And what does a mother do? Care for her child, nurture her child, nourish her child. So all sorts of profession which involve nurturing, caring for others, they come under moon, like doctors, nurses, medical field, or any sorts of profession which are in which care is required for other people, they come under moon. Then all the professions in which your mind is involved, your imagination is involved, that come under moon, like writers, psychologists, priest, your astrologers are seen through moon, because moon is what? For astrology you have to have some sort of intuition in yourself. So that intuition comes through moon, and moon is your mind. That's why these all professions which require the functioning of mind, they come under moon. Artists are seen through moon. Moon is not only the mind professions or all above I have said. Moon also represents artist, because moon was what is moon, what is the nakshatra ruled by moon? Moon is the ruler of Rohini nakshatra, that's why. And Rohini is a nakshatra, especially if Rohini is involved there with moon. If moon is sitting in Rohini nakshatra in a particular house which represent artistic talents, then moon can transform a person, can take a person into artistic fields, can make a person to a artist. So you can see moon as moon representing an artistic field as well. So these are the professions which you have seen that which come under moon. So you have seen that how varied the range is, and for actually finding out your exact profession out of these various options, you have to combine the results from all four, and then you will come to a concrete conclusion, one common profession. So this is how you have to see, and we have learned that how you can find out from your horoscope that is moon that planet which is governing your career, and what are the career options which come under moon. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe below. If you have any queries, you can mail me on my email ID, it's written in the description. For more, you can check on my Facebook page, its link is provided in the description as well. Otherwise, we will meet in the next video. In the next video, we will talk about Mars, and we will find out the career options or career fields or professions which are represented or ruled by Mars. So till then, goodbye and thank you.